Final thing on the bear thing, then we will move it on. I've got a couple other fun scenarios here. So does it change anything, for example, if it's a gay man or bear?
Yes.
So you pick the man?
I'd pick the gay man.
Opposed
Not even just because he'd help me, but because it's like we're in it together. Like we're getting out of the situation. Not even that, but just I feel like the hike would be a lot funner. Like we're chit-chatting, getting through the woods, finding our way back. It's a little adventure.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Anybody else? Do you guys change if it's a gay man? Does that change anything? For those of you who said bear, does it change? Speak now, forever hold your peace. You said bear.
Okay.
I think you said man originally.
Okay.
Bear. Someone, I don't know. Okay. What if it's a giant lesbian woman who's a professional MMA fighter? Does that change anything? Versus bear.
I'll take her.
You'll take the giant.
Like I'll go with her.
Okay.
I'll go with her.
How about so what about a gay man who is a bear or a bear? Do you know that category of gay man? Like so there's like bears.
Yes.
Like they're kind of like a bit like hairy guys basically.
Like he's like a big guy,
right?
No,
Okay,
not a
yeah.
dom.
No, like a bigger
But he's
guy.
It's like kind of
big, strong
big,
gay man.
brawny, tend to be hairy,
Like a
bearded gay man.
chunkier guy.
Yeah, it's how there's like twinks. It's like a category of gay man.
Okay.
There's a Wikipedia article on this. Anyways, anything? Does that change it?
I'd love to get lost in the woods with a bear.
What about a woman who you know is a serial killer versus a random man? Like
Pick
so
the
the
random man. Yeah.
random man or woman who's a serial killer?
She's like a proven serial killer. Like obviously I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
What about a gay serial killer?
I think on the note of gay,
Versus men.
I would rather be in the woods with a gay man because gay men are perceived as less aggressive and they can't SA me. But I mean, I like not that they physically can't. The point is that like I would
I'm pretty sure they can.
They could.
Pretty sure.
I don't
pretty
think
sure
they would
can
be
do
as
that.
motivated to whatever. Like in my opinion, I stereotype gay men as less aggressive than straight
Okay.
men. But that's
what about like survival instincts? Would you rather be with a gay man than a straight man? Do you think he would be
Like
able
in
to
the
survive
woods?
more?
Like statistically, he could easily be insane. Like so. I don't know.
But here, let me ask you this. This is like a dumb logic, right? But I'm just curious, right? For me, this is dumb logic. But I just want to know. Wouldn't it also count against you? Because if you're saying a gay man has no sexual interest in you, then all he has to do is run faster than you and leave you for the bear, right? He doesn't really value you for anything. And wouldn't the straight man value you? Like he's like, I can't let this bear,
it's
this
not about
beautiful
sexual
woman, right?
interest.
Wait, so the straight man would like sacrifice his life, like do this heroic thing.
Oh, maybe.
So if you pick the gay man, he's like, I'm out of
And
here.
then he's like, I'm out. And
Yeah,
then
he's like, he doesn't have to run fast. He just has to run faster than you, right? As
he
the
wouldn't
saying
give you any of
goes.
his
And
food
so he
either. He'd be
doesn't
like-
value you like the straight man would, right? By your logic. So like, I mean, wouldn't that actually kind of be the bad choice?
Like maybe, like I don't know. I'm not thinking about it.
Wait.
It depends on if it was like in the matter of him protecting me, because like sure, there's a stereotype that straight men would be stronger than a gay man, and that I'd be like, sure, maybe you're gonna protect me. I don't think it's about the sexual interest.
Yeah.
Like
no, I
don't want to
understand,
make it
but
sound
I'm
like that.
thinking of it differently as a value structure, right? So the perceived threat that you would have from a straight man is that the straight man's going to have some kind of sexual interest in you, and the homosexual man is not going to because he's a homosexual man, right? That's why he's a safer bet. That's why you were saying he's safer, because he doesn't have any kind of like sexual interest towards you, essentially.
that I like perceive them as less aggressive.
Right, because they don't
on
have
the basis
that
of their
interest, right?
sexuality. I don't know. I actually haven't thought about it that deeply.
Yeah, but probably it's because of that particular interest why you would see them as being less threatening. But if that's true, then wouldn't that actually mean that they valued you less? I guess I'm just wondering. You know what I mean? Like,
As a sexual
oh
partner,
shit, they
but-
value you less, then they can make you bear food so that they can get the hell out of there. You know?
Yeah, if
I
he was
just
an
thought it
asshole,
kind of
he could. Yeah.
Anyways, okay, just a few more things here, then I'll move it on. So, since we were bringing up the comparison of gay man versus lesbian woman, I did actually want to point out the statistics when it came to domestic violence. So actually, what you find interesting is that in lesbian couples, if we're comparing lesbian to lesbian to gay men to lesbians to heterosexuals to gay men, the incidence rates of domestic violence are the highest among lesbian couples. And then you have heterosexual couples, and then it's actually lowest, interestingly enough, between gay men. So it's interesting, when you put two men in a relationship, you would think, well, the DV rates would be high. But actually, when you put two women in a relationship, that's when you see the highest incidence rate of domestic violence. And then between that, you have heterosexual relationships, and then the lowest rate of DV is in gay two men relationships.
Where did you get those stats? I've never heard of
You
that
can
before.
you can look it up on Wikipedia. It's been well studied.
These are from the FBI statistics, actually. You can find them direct from the FBI. They source all of these. There's actually in-depth studies which go into it even beyond the FBI statistics, but definitely the highest rates of domestics, as Brian is pointing out, are conducted by same-sex female couples, for sure. That's not, many times higher, in fact, interestingly enough.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think what does it change anything if the bear is misogynistic? If the
So
bear's
the
a
bear-
misogynist.
The bear can think like a human. And
Yeah, if the bear's a woman-hating misogynist. Okay, it's a joke one. And then I think the last one, does it change if you're menstruating? Because can't bears detect smell?
Oh, like they would
Oh, he
smell
can,
the
like,
blood and then
smell
be
my
like,
blood.
oh yeah, I'm gonna be more likely to attack
is
you.
it
But
a
they're not carnivores though.
bear?
Bears?
Yeah.
bears will, I think
I thought they were omnivores.
Yeah, they are. They're omnivores. They eat
they're
meat
omnivores.
plenty.
Yeah.
Well, isn't there something
Especially fish. They really like fish, and they like, but they'll eat carrion, they'll eat dead animals. They basically eat whatever they can get their hands on.
but isn't there something where if a woman's menstruating, could potentially be more dangerous for her to be in the vicinity,
It's a potentiality with all wild
sharks?
animals.
I've heard
But
this
the,
with
the
sharks.
links to that can't be ethically studied very well, as you might. They can't really be ethically studied very well. You can't
True.
be like, well,
True.
okay, so you started last week. We've got this wild bear. We hope for the best, right?
There you go. There you go. Jumping off of Grid 1's
You didn't ask
question.
about the ovulation, though. Would it be different if you were ovulated?
Oh.
Anyways.
Sorry.
No? She's thinking, it's just I don't know. Maybe.
Like not to the bear. I don't think the bear could tell you're ovulating, but sometimes there's studies that show that men know when women are ovulating and women behave differently around men when they're ovulating.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's the key to the question.